combinations.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A look inside Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Play fake to McCaffrey. Down, Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Cameron Johnson deep to return this. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's going to be third. They need one. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
This one on target to Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They go play action with Mayfield. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, 49ers 0.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll pick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Purdy now. He'll throw on first down. Gets this one into the hands of Juwan Jennings.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up.
Todd Bowles disagrees with that call. He's thrown the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Man in motion here is Jennings. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And this will wind up a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
49er first down. First and 10.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Open man downfield is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. He'll manage only a couple. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
So, Mike, look where the corner came from on this blitz. He's all the way on the perimeter of the formation. This particular protection, they're not accounting for what they call corner cat. By the time the quarterback realizes he's blitzing, it's too late, and he's got no choice but to just take the sack.
Third, they need 8. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders. especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Third down. Purdy. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Niners are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Piñeiro has a field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. We'll look underneath here for Irving. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's complete into Mecca Ibuka. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, Mayfield. That is brought in by Ibuka. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
22-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
2nd and 1.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A pass pulled in by Irving. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, He's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They send Godwin in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Buccaneers go out to a 10-3 lead.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. Airing one out for Bourne. That's caught! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Irving. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
...31-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On first down, here's Irvin. Hey, that's about as exciting a one-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Baker to throw. Now right and catch me. That's Ibuka. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's Ibuka in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now Mayfield. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Godwin working the right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge to drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Here it is on 4th down. Good blocking, and he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, I wasn't so certain about leaving the offense out there, but they did, and it paid off with a touchdown.
And I love love it, Mike. I think we're starting to see this more and more often in today's NFL. Take advantage of field position. Put the trust in your offense. It's exactly what their head coach does here, and certainly pays off.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers move out in front by the score of 17-3.
49ers 3.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A first down throw for Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On second down, Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Here's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. The Bucs offense ready to get back to work. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation, use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irvin. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
back to Irving. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
A give. This is Irving. The hole closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
6. It is 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Irving. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Mayfield. Taking off, and he will score! Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bucs extend to a 24-3 lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Niners offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with 1st down. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, It's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
And a 49er first down.
Throwing again is Purdy. Open man there. It is Bourne.
Complete to Kendrick Jordan. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Back to the air again is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Second and 7. Here's Purdy again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Third down. Purdy. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the offense will get the ball back, be touchdown, and that will be a wrap. This game is over. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.